Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be testing not one, not two, but 9 fragrance oils. When Fizz Fairy reached out to me about collaborating on creating a fragrance line, I jumped on the chance because I love fragrance oils just like any other soap maker, and I really wanted to create a fragrance line that not only smelled good but performed well in soap. So this is what this video is all about. So if you're interested in seeing how good or how bad these fragrance oils performed, then keep watching. In thinking about this fragrance oil line, I wanted to include fragrance blends that were universally going to be good sellers. So I had about 5 categories in mind. A lavender blend, an ocean type scent, an earthy type scent that was a blend of certain essential oils, a citrus blend, and a fruity blend. And with those 5 categories in mind, I let Fizz Fairy know which notes I wanted added to those blends, and they sent me some samples. My fragrance oils came. Oh man, I cannot wait to get into these. So these actually are the samples. So for my lavender blend, we have 2 samples. For this one, there's a top note of citrus, a middle of lavender, and a bottom of musk and vanilla. That is absolutely relaxing and wonderful. I got a sample of a lavender vanilla scent from Brambleberry, and this smells just as good, if not better. So for the second lavender blend, we have a top of lemon, lime, orange, a middle of cyclamen, jasmine, violet, lilac, and a bottom of amber, woody, and musk. There's no lavender in this blend. Sometimes a scent doesn't have to have a note, I guess, in order to give off the vibe. Oh my gosh, this is good too. Oh my goodness. I love that citrus is the star in this one. The floral notes in this does give it lavender vibes, but I'm suddenly torn because I love them both. One is more vanilla-y and musky, and the other one is more punchy and bright. I don't know which one to go for. Okay, let's put this aside and think about it some more. So for the next blend that I requested, the citrus, I have 2 samples. So the first one has a top of candied orange slices, a middle of sour lemon drops, and a bottom of fizzed guava. That smells so fun. Definitely smells like orange lemon candy. Oh, but yeah, the soda comes through as well. I love it, I love it. Bright, energizing, and sweet at the same time. Perfect. So for the second citrus blend, we have a top of grapefruit, orange, key lime, a middle of jasmine, rose, apricot, and a bottom of cherry and plum. I never smelled anything like it before. For this citrus blend, the floral middle notes are a lot stronger, which I like. But the cherry and the rum add something to it that is extremely unique. You're not expecting something like that in a citrus blend fragrance oil. So another 2 winners. This is gonna be really tough. So for the earthy blend, I only got 1 sample. This sample has a top note of mint, a middle of eucalyptus, and a bottom of musk. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. It includes nutmeg oil and eucalyptus oil in this, and I am a fan. I really want to soap with this. So we have 2 ocean scent samples. The first one has a top of ozone notes, a middle of sea salt, orange, and a bottom of rose. It's a blend I haven't seen before. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. It has that refreshing ocean vibe to it, but the delicate floral notes of rose. It's a match made in heaven. I love this. So for the second ocean scent, it has a top of citrus, a middle of floral, orange blossom, and a bottom of ozone and musk. This is so good too. This smells kind of grassy in the good way. Fresh bamboo vibes. I love them both. I've loved everything so far. It's gonna be hard. And now for my fruity blends. We have here a top of citrus, fresh notes, middle notes that are fruity, some greenery, a bottom of vanilla and musk, and has orange essential oil in it. Oh, I don't know if I like this. This is the first miss. What? I think the vanilla and the musk are taking over. I don't really get fruit vibes. I don't really get any vibes from that. It's like a pleasant scent. Nothing comes to mind when I smell it. And that's something that you don't want in a fragrance oil. You want to be instantly thinking of things that you associate with that scent. And that's not it. So hopefully this one is good. It has a top of berry, a middle of lavender, a bottom of vanilla, and patchouli. So it has all the things that I love in it. I have high hopes for this one. This is what I was talking about. Oh my goodness. I could smell this all day long. It smells so good. One thing that will help me narrow these down is how well they soap, because we all know that one of the biggest factors when it comes to soaping, whether or not that soap will turn out good or not, a huge one is the fragrance oil. And I wanted to create a fragrance oil line that soaps as amazingly as it smells. So we are going to be doing that next. But so far, just based on scent alone, all of these are so good. I think Fizz Fairy should add them to their line. If the ones that I don't pick, except maybe for this one. This one was an odd one. I don't know if I loved it. Sample 1, not good. I'm gonna head down to my soap layer and do some experimenting and soaping. So when I first smelled these guys, it was tough. They all smelled amazing, some more amazing than others, but based on just scent alone, they all smelled really good, except for a few that were okay. The true test was soaping with them, and that is what I was determined to do. I also had a lot of micas that I wanted to test from Fizz Fairy, so I thought this was the perfect opportunity to do just that. And it just kind of worked out this way. I didn't plan it this way, but the fragrance oil categories were naturally associated with a certain color. So when sampling these fragrance oils, the resulting soaps would have made a really cool rainbow. Hey guys, I'm down in my soap studio and I have all of my sample fragrance oils along with the corresponding color that I'm going to be testing at the same time as the fragrance oil underneath it. Also here I have my notes so that I can keep track of which sample is what. I also have my little silicone cups. So now I have my oils and butters here and my lye solution, and I've added my kaolin clay. Now all that there is left to do is to add this to this, give it a blend with my immersion blender, and then just get that soap base started. So let's go ahead and do that. I have my safety goggles on, no one can see that, but that's okay. Just gonna put this right in here. And this is the soap recipe that I have for my harder bars. It'll be interesting to see how it turns out. And this is, the harder bar recipe is my usual recipe for my other soaps on my line. So that's a good enough trace right there. It's a pretty thin trace, it's just barely emulsified. And now I'm going to start to split up the batch. I did a little bit of a calculation, and each sample will get about 166 grams of soap. So I'm gonna put this guy on here, and I'm going to measure out approximately 166 grams. And that should fill up 2 of those cupcake molds. We'll see though, we'll see. So here's the soap for the first sample. And I'm gonna go by color here. And my first fragrance oils are going to be the lavender ones. So this one is one of my Lavender Blends. It smells so good. This is a lavender vanilla type scent. So I'm going to actually add the color first. And I'm using Purple Rain Mica here from Fizz Fairy. Now to add my fragrance oil, it's gonna be about 6 grams of fragrance. We're now gonna stick blend it to see how well this does. It's pretty liquid. I might add a little bit more mica to get it a little bit more vibrant. And that is soap number 1, and it's soaked pretty good. So let's pour that into my soap containers. Yep, it did really well. So I have a little bit of extra soap. All my extra stuff I'm just gonna put into extra silicone mold here. So that one performed pretty good, in my opinion. Not a seizure, that one passed. Let's test out that other fragrance. So I might measure out a little bit less because that filled up 3. So let's do 140 grams of soap. And this is my next lavender blend. And this lavender has more of a citrus twist to it. It smells really good as well. And we're going to use this pretty mica here. And this mica is Luscious Lilac Mica. This one is another good one. It smells fantastic and it soaks like a dream. So I'm not sure if you guys can see this. Move the camera this way. This purple is really pretty as well. I really like it. Looks like 140 might be a good amount as well. So I'm gonna stick with 140. So now we're going to be testing our ocean scents. I have 2 blends here. So let's do 140 again. For this ocean blend, we're using Blue Moon Mica, a really gorgeous electric blue color. Oh, and this one smells Gorgeous. Kayla's actually a big fan of this one. And for those curious, I'm using the fragrance oil at 6%, or sorry, I'm using the fragrance oil at 5%, but the usage of these fragrance oils go as high as 41. Okay, we've got another good one. This one also did not seize immediately and soaked great. So we are going to pour these two into their containers. Oh my god, and it smells amazing. I've been really into color these days. I've been watching a lot of Clover Soapworks, both on Instagram and TikTok. He is so inspiring to watch. So that is a pass as well. Gorgeous blue color, in love with that. Ocean Blend number 2. Again, let's go 100 and 230 because I'm still getting a lot of excess. I don't want to use too much and run out of soap. That's not what I'm trying to do here. We are using our second Ocean Blend. Oh, this one smells so good too. This one has a little bit of grass in it, which is lovely. And the mica we're using for this one is Proud as a Peacock. So there's just the littlest bit of a green tint to this mica. Just gonna add that there. And then I'm going to add my fragrance oil, 6 grams of that. And then let's blend this baby. So I'm doing a few pulses to really see how thick it gets if you stick blend it. Because that's really the true test. I mean, you can stick blend it and it could be good for a second and then soap on a stick the next. While these fragrance oils are hardening, I don't think they're hardening at an alarming rate. The soap that I'm producing is pretty smooth. There's no ricing so far. All right, there's this one down. So now we are on to our Earth Blend. I was supposed to get 2 Earth Blends and one is still coming, but I wanted to get these tested. When I asked for an Earth Blend, I really wanted a Eucalyptus and Mint combo because that combination is so amazing and so soothing, and I'm really wanting to add something like that to my line. And for this, we're using Granny Smith Mica, which is a really electric bright green mica. And the blend that Fizz Fairy has come up with smells divine. It smells so good. It's really subtle, but distinct at the same time. And I think would make a beautiful soap or bath bomb. All right, so we've got that. Now we're gonna do our blending. So this one hardened at just about the same rate as the other ones, which is good. We are not getting any scary seizures here, guys, which is awesome. Everything is looking smooth and gorgeous and workable, and that is one of the most important things about starting out, is you want a fragrance oil that will behave nicely in your soaps, because it sucks wasting batches. I've done it. It's heartbreaking, especially when the fragrance oil smells so good and you have a gorgeous design planned out. Oh, got a huge lump of soap right there on my sleeve. That's why I use soap with sleeves, guys. I'm gonna roll that up just to keep that out of the way, but don't soap bare armed, especially when you are a messy soaper like me. I am insanely messy. So moving right along, we're now going to test our citrus fragrance oils. And I have 2 citrus oil blends here that I'm going to be testing today. So this first citrus scent actually smells like candy. It's like orange and lime drops, that kind of thing. It smells delicious. Citrus is one of those tricky fragrance oils that a lot of people love, but it's really hard to find one that sticks. They tend to soap okay though. I don't really have problems with citrus blends. Let's do 6 grams here. But when you add a sweet element to it, like a candy note or something a little bit deeper, you can really make that citrus scent last longer. So this one is getting a little bit harder, but I don't know if it's from the fragrance oil or the fact that my soap is starting to harden on its own. So that one got a little bit hard, but not, again, nothing too crazy and nothing unmanageable, which is perfect. And this yellow mica is beautiful. Another fragrance oil that passed my test. And if you're wondering if there are fragrance oils out there that will cause soap to immediately go hard, yes, there are. And that's mainly what I'm testing for, is that kind of reaction. And so far, so good. I was able to blend my colors and fragrance oils in, no problems. And we're gonna do our second citrus blend. And this is a more traditional citrus blend. It's not as candy scented. This one is a little bit more, leaning more towards bright than sweet. So if you have a mature audience, then this would be better for them. And the mica that I used here was bronze mica, just bronze mica. Bronze mica turned the soap into a gorgeous caramel color. Beautiful. I really like to use bronze mica to decorate tops of soaps and other Bath and Body products. I really like it on my bath bombs as a paint that I add to the bath bomb afterwards. It's so gorgeous. One of my favorites is bronze. Oh, that's a little bit too much. I'm gonna add that to my excess soap pile here. And last but not least, we have our fruit fragrances. We have two, so let's pour this soap. It's hardening on its own. I'm gonna save the fruit for last because the fruit fragrance oils tend to perform the best for me. I have a lot of luck with fruit fragrance oils. Good, because fruit is really popular when it comes to soaps and bath bombs. This one, I remember sniffing it upstairs and I wasn't the biggest fan of it because it doesn't scream fruit to me. Yeah, Kale smelt it too and he wasn't a big fan of it either. For this soap, we're using Prima Donna Pink Mica. So we have another soap that blended great. Kind of not hoping for this scenario because I was hoping to have a fragrance oil that was really bad performing so I could eliminate it. Although this one that I just poured, I don't think I'll want to use that one because like I said, I don't really like it that much. But when it comes to all the other blends, I'm so torn. And I was hoping that this would help me out with that. And here's the last of it. Oh, I'm getting messy here. I told you I'm not I'm not an aesthetic soaper. This is real life here, guys. I wish I could be like those aesthetic soapers. Must be so calming. Oh, and this was my favorite, this fruit blend. So I'm really hoping that it behaves. We're getting to the end of the line here. The soap that I started with is getting thicker and thicker. This is Shimmery Blushing Red Mica. And we're gonna add another 6 grams of this fragrance oil. Oh, this smells so good. This is a fruit blend that has some candy in there, dripping everywhere. This is gonna be fun to clean up. And we are going to stick blend this. And for a soap that's hardening up all on its own, this fragrance oil has passed that test because it blended beautifully still. And it's still a nice, pourable soap. This is actually the texture that I really like to soap with. Soap that's not too runny, because that is where you can get some of the best swirls, some of the best chunky tops come from soap that is hardening, not like crazy, but at a reasonable rate. And as you gain more confidence soaping and you get more experience under your belt, that is really where the magic is. According to my tests, these all passed. They all blended nicely. Now I have this extra soap here that I don't know what to do with. I guess I can pour it into those guys. Which sample did I like? Sample 9 was one that I really liked. No, was it? Sample 8. Sample 8 is what I really liked. This is where being organized helps because I'm not sure where what is. Oh, here we go. And this was my blue soap. Actually, I'm changing my mind. I'm gonna do it the Eucalyptus Mint because I love that scent so much. I'm gonna make some personal use bars. You can use this fragrance oil safely up to 12%. So I didn't really measure it there. At this point, you don't really need to stick blend it. You can just hand stir it because the soap is getting so hard. But you can see here, this soap has been standing emulsified and blended for the past 10-15 minutes. And I've mixed this fragrance oil into it and it's not seasoning. So that is a huge pass for me. I love soap like this. Here are my extras. My Franken soaps. I'm just gonna pour the rest of it in this cavity mold. Got this one from Brambleberry. They have some solid molds. They have some legit molds. So here are my poured soaps. Look how cheerful everything looks. I love the colors. They look great. So in terms of blendability, I was able to blend my color and my fragrance oil thoroughly without any ricing and no immediate seizures, which is awesome. They all seemed to thicken and go to trace at the same rate. This test was to see whether or not there were some baddies in the bunch that cause immediate seizure, and we don't got that here. We have 9 fragrance oils that performed pretty good in soap, and they all smell fantastic. So I'm going to let these dry out overnight, pop them out of their little silicone molds, and hopefully after that, and I take another sniff at them, I can determine which one of these I will choose for the fragrance line. So here we are with the finished soaps, and what we're going to do is take them out of their little silicone cups, and then we'll give it a sniff test, and then we'll decide which scents we like best. This is going to be hard because I took a sniff of them already and they all smell good. And I brought Kale over here to help give me another perspective, because sometimes you can be clouded by your own judgment. It's good to get a variety of opinions, and so that's why he's here today. So I have my piece of paper here that will tell us what notes are for each scent, and it'll help inform our judgment, I think, on the fragrance oils. So do you want to start with a purple and do the whole rainbow Roy G. Biv in order?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Roy G. Biv for us, going across top left and down. But for the camera it might be a little bit different.
This is such a cool array of colors here. We're going to start with the lavender ones, the Lavender Blends. And the first one has that top note of citrus, middle of lavender, and bottom of musk and vanilla. Oh, wow. See, this one smells so soothing and lovely.
Yeah, it smells
a traditional
soothing.
soap scent, I think.
It smells soothing, yeah.
I think anyone that picks it up and smells that is going to love that for sure.
Soothing, yes. I don't smell a lot of lavender in it. The lavender is a little muted, I feel.
I disagree. I feel like I smell the lavender pretty strongly in this one, and the vanilla is muted. That's why noses are so different. I like this a lot. You are a maybe on it.
It's a maybe.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Okay.
It's just not lavender.
Let's try the second Lavender Blend. And this one has a top of lemon, lime, orange, a middle of cyclamen, jasmine, violet, lilac, and a bottom of amber, woody, and musk. See, I don't smell lavender at all. Is it all you smell?
I smell it. I smell the lavender stronger in this one. I do, yeah. I can also smell each individual note as well. Like I smell the lemon.
I feel like the citrus comes through really strongly in this, and that's what I like about it. I've been looking for a citrus lavender blend, and I think this is a good one.
Yeah.
So I think we're leaning towards this one being the winner of the lavender blend.
I like this one.
It's a lot stronger smelling than the other one too, which is important as well. I mean, depending on your brand and your company, for us, we want our scents to be bold and not so much in your face, but you can smell it as soon as you pick it up, and that's the impression that we get as soon as I smell this one.
Yeah.
This one is a little bit more subtle, and I think this would work for a lot of soap brands, and I really hope Fizz Fairy does make this available, because I think a lot of people will like it. It smells amazing.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more going on in the second lavender one.
What do you think about the Mica colors here? So this one is a darker purple, and this one is a lighter.
Yeah, I think I might like the darker color better.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
That one is Purple Rain. This is Purple Rain and Luscious Lilac. Okay, let's try the ocean scents next.
Yeah, this is what I'm excited for.
So the ocean scents, I'm not surprised you're excited for, because they are a little more masculine leaning. Ocean scents tend to be unisex in terms of who they appeal to. So I think that's why you're gonna like both of them, I think.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with the first one. This one has top notes of ozone, middle of sea salt, orange, and rose. I love this. I feel like if mermaids wore perfume, this is what they'd wear. It smells of the sea, but there's flowers in there.
Yeah, yep. The tone of the rose, you can really smell it too.
That's kind of unique, isn't it? You don't really see a note of rose in, what am I trying to say here? Ocean scents. I think this was a big favorite of both of ours when we were sniffing the bottles too.
Yeah.
So this one is a big front runner right now. And it smells really strongly in this soap.
Yes, this is my favorite so far.
Yeah, it smells amazing. And then the next one, we have here a more citrus angle to these ocean scents. It has a top of citrus, a middle of floral, orange blossom, and a bottom of ozone and musk. This one also smells good. It's a little more natural smelling than the other one. And it's a little more subtle.
Yeah, yep, more subtle, not as bold. It's good, but just not as good as the previous one.
Yeah.
I don't smell a lot of things that remind me of, you know, the ocean or the coast.
Yeah, this is a very zen, peaceful, relaxing smell. It's very ball-like.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but I do like the other one better.
Yeah, the other one we loved. And this one is like, I like it, but I don't know. Next, we're gonna try the earthy scent. This
is the one that I'm most excited to smell in soap form. Because before, I could smell it, it was good, but I didn't know if it would be as strong when it's put into a soap.
This smells good. It's nice and relaxing. It smells really nice and fresh.
I could use this in the steam shower.
Yeah, it's very spa, isn't it?
I was afraid that this one wasn't going to come out as strong when it's put into a soap.
But it's coming quite strong through.
It did. It's good.
So there's a top note of mint, a middle of eucalyptus, and a bottom of musk. And I'm glad they put mint in the forefront because I think when it comes to mint and eucalyptus can easily overtake things, and it's a beautiful back note in this fragrance oil.
Right, yep.
So for the mica, I really like how this green turned out. It's a beautiful, soft, light green, and this is Granny Smith's mica. Time for citrus scents. So we have two blends. The first one is in this very bright yellow colored soap, and this one was the more candy scented one with top notes of candied orange slices, sour lemon drops, and fizzed guava.
Yeah, that's good. That's
nice.
Good. Yeah,
I like that a lot. In terms of citrus scents, it's exactly what you would expect from a good citrus. It's subtle though.
What are the notes in it again?
Candied orange slices, sour lemon drops, and fizzed guava.
Interesting. I almost smell a little bit of warmth in there too, like with cinnamon. Maybe that comes from the candied.
I think it's the guava, maybe.
The guava.
It smells much stronger out of the bottle than it does in soap. I think it's a little subtle. I do like this mica color though.
Yeah, that's a true yellow.
This is yellow submarine. So for the next one is a top of grapefruit, orange key lime, middle of jasmine, rose apricot, and a bottom of cherry and plum.
That's definitely subtle too. I think these were both stronger out of the bottle.
Yeah, they were really strong out of the bottle, but when you soak with them, this one I can barely smell.
Yeah. I think I like the other one better.
You definitely smell this right away.
Yeah.
I don't know if I smell anything. And just a reminder, I did use all the fragrance oils at 5%. Some of them you can smell right away, like the ocean type ones you can smell right away, and the lavender ones were pretty quick. But these citrus ones, something to know about citrus fragrance oils, that's typical of citrus fragrance oils. Out of the two, I definitely prefer the first one.
Yeah.
It's stronger.
This is a solid choice.
And just a reminder, this guy is colored in bronze mica, and it turns into a nice caramel brown in soap. So the last scent blend is our fruity blends. The first one is this one, and it has a top of citrus, fresh notes, a middle of fruit notes, greenery, and a bottom of vanilla and musk. Yeah, so this one, when I smelled it out of the bottle, I wasn't jazzed about it, and when I was soaping with it, I wasn't that excited about it, and smelling it now, I'm still not excited about it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just...
Again, it's subtle. I can make out the undertones of the greenery, like you said.
I can't make out anything. Like, there's a smell there, but... There's nothing special about it.
Yeah.
So for the next soap is this one. A top of berry, a middle of lavender, and a bottom of vanilla and patchouli. This is amazing.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
We love this one.
Yeah.
This is so good. I'm so excited about this one.
Yep, that stands out.
Oh man. So when you look at the notes, you think berry, vanilla. There are so many raspberry, vanilla smells out there. This smells special. And I wonder if it's because of that patchouli that's in here I love patchouli, man.
Yeah, I love patchouli too. I don't smell the
You don't
patchouli.
smell the patchouli, but
I don't smell the patchouli, but it makes just the overall experience of sniffing this good. So I believe that it's in there doing its part, but I can't separate up specifically the patchouli.
Yeah, out of all of them, I think this is my favorite. So now that we've smelled them all, what is your favorite? Because I said what my favorite was already.
Gotta go with the ocean scent.
It's the second one.
Oh yes, yeah, you're right. We like the second. Okay.
It's hard to remember what we like. I should be writing notes as we go along. I am so excited about these. The citrus blends smelled so good out of the bottle, and I know they would be really great in bath bombs, but in soap, I don't know. If a subtle citrus scent is what you're going after, then this would be great. I definitely want to try this in a bath bomb, because I think bath bombs in this lemon drop scent would be really, really popular. The lavender blends also blew me away. I really am glad that we came to an agreement on which one, because I was so stuck on which one to choose. And the stronger smelling one, I think, is the right way to go.
Yeah, we were in line with a lot of our decisions.
I think so, yeah.
Which is rare.
So we are now going to let Fizz Fairy know which scent blends we like and approve of, which ones soap amazingly. A+ right there. So based on our experiments, I was able to pick 5 fragrance oils that I am confident are going to be a great addition to any product line. And if you are as excited as I am about these fragrance oils, Fizz Fairy will be releasing them in 5 weeks or so. And until then, I will be creating soaps with them. I will be creating bath bombs with them, basically showing you guys the potential that these fragrance oils have. So get excited and stay tuned for all of that. If you want the recipe that I used for my sample batch, I have that in my Patreon. And speaking of my Patreon, thank you to all of my patrons. Your support means so much to me, especially these guys, my bold BFFs. All of your amazing messages have inspired me and encouraged me to keep doing what I'm doing, so thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And if you're interested in throwing some extra support my way, I have a link to that in my description box below. Thank you so much to Fizz Fairy for collaborating with me and sending me those amazing fragrance oils. I cannot wait to show you guys what I make with them, and I also can't wait for you guys to get your hands on them. I'm truly proud of these fragrance oils. They smell addictive and I can't stop sniffing them. I'm also really excited to see what you guys make with them as well. So that is it. If you like this video, give it a huge thumbs up. If you want to see more and you want to see what I make with those fragrance oils, then please subscribe and don't forget to hit that notification button so that you never miss a video. And until the next video, keep smiling, keep being awesome, keep making beautiful, amazing things, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!